Hey, what's up, guys and girls? Welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm gonna be playing some more Fortnite mobile, and I'm gonna be talking about the Driftboard and why it was one of the best items added during season 7 to make the season better. In like season 7 was kind of like trash. It wasn't all that. Like, I think it just like it was kind of ruined it with like with what they've added and what they started to vote and stuff. People say the Infinity Blade route was one of the worst things they've added. In my opinion, I actually love the sword. Like, one of the best things they added. In my opinion, that's like the best item they've added during the season. And then the Driftboard was the second best item added during the season. The Driftboard is it's like a best item they've added during the season because it's so much fun to use. You can it's so good for mobility as well. You can like rotate around the map so far, so quick. It's better than planes. You don't lose shield when the Driftboard blows up after all the HP is gone. And besides, you barely take any fall damage with the board. If you ever do, it's such a rare chance of taking fall damage, and if you do, it's such a low number. It's only like 1, 2, or 3. That's mostly happened to me. Others might have taken more. I don't know about that. And then you're able to do all these cool tricks, and then this Driftboard reminds you of other games. Like, for me personally, it reminds me of like the Tony Hawk games. Like, I remember playing one of them on the Wii. On the Nintendo Wii, I don't remember what the game's called, but it reminds me of one of those. It's pretty fun, the Driftboard. It's quick for rotations as well. If you want to get those high elimination games, you probably could with this. You can rotate around the map. You can fight on it, which makes it even better. The first vehicle they've added that allows you to fight. The only thing I would say, like, yeah, if they added building to it, would it be the Driftboard would be as broken as the Infinity Blade at that point, because you were able to build when the Infinity Blade came out first. But the way they've done the Driftboard where you can't build is a good way. But the only thing I'd say is if you could use zip lines while using the Driftboard. And over here is trying to break the llama with the Driftboard. It's like, is it possible? And nah, I just gave up after 2 turns. But it's like, they should let you at least ride zip lines with the Driftboard so you're able to cross those big hills, because the Driftboard's not enough to boost you up. And I just want to say I was playing Playgrounds doing this, because I could have done this in a normal game, but people just ruined the video. So yeah, that's why you guys see weapons like bursts and stuff. So yeah, but Driftboard literally is one of the best items they've added during the season. It made the game fun. It made the game fun to play after having such a long period of the game being so boring. There was nothing fun added. Like the ball rockets what was the point of even adding it? It was one of the worst things they've added. It does nothing. You may as well never added anything. Could have just bought some stuff and then be like, oh yeah, we just add stuff the next update. I forgot what else they've added during the season. Like, oh yeah, they bought the OG bolt and they replaced it with the suppressed. You should have just voted the heavy sniper. Like, what the heck? A lot of people disagree, but like, oh yeah, the heavy sniper's better, blah 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 blah. Well, that's just my opinion. I say the bolt is better, even though it doesn't do as much body damage. But the bolt's still better. You were able to fire 2 shots. Like, a headshot's a headshot. Doesn't matter what sniper you use. Even a hunting rifle 1 hits. Hunting rifle does the worst of the body damage. They added, oh yeah, the infantry rifle. What a trash gun they've added. It's such a trash assault rifle. It does nothing. The only time it's useful is when you actually fight people at close range. That's the only time that the gun will ever shine. Doing a long shot, using it from a long distance, no. The reload sounds good for the gun, but like the gun's like crap. So yeah, they voted like planes ruined this season so badly. Planes were the worst thing they've added. Like, at the start of the season, people would just, like, at the start of the season, I didn't play on mobile. Like, I stopped doing 6, and from like halfway through 6, I was on Switch, and then I was playing the start of season 7 on Switch. People would camp in the sky, in planes, once they were looted up, probably 100 HP, 100 shield, chill in the sky, no consequences if the plane got taken out. That was added later. Sorry about that, guys. But there's no consequence. People stay in the sky, and then they'll just drop down, and then they'll just like boom, they'll just ruin your game, because they'll probably be at full and you'll probably be less than that, because end circle can kind of get deadly depending on how many people are actually in the last circle. I think the highest I've seen in the smaller circles was 6. Just in normal games. If you talk about scrims, then of course there's so many people, and then the game can't handle it. But yeah, but there's like 6, and then like you see 2 of them quickly get eliminated, and there's like 4 left, and you see everyone slowly starts dropping off, and you're either the one that wins or you lose. So yeah. But planes definitely ruined the season. Like, hopefully as soon as the season 8 patch notes go live, I just want to see in voted planes has to be on the voted list. I want the ball rockets to be voted as well. I want the infinity rifle to be voted. I want snowmans to go as well, the snowman consumable to go as well. The clingers are annoying. I would just prefer grenades over that. But there's so many things they need to get rid of. Like, there's so many useless items in the game. There's no point of having snowmen still in the game because there is barely any snow. And hopefully polar peaks is gone, because I had one of the worst swings there. This was before the driftboard was even added. But it was in the backside of polar peaks. You had to go down to freaking Loot Lake from the back, where the dragon eggs were. It's like, how do I make it down? Because I have to build down. I was building down and I got shot down, and I just got eliminated by 4 damage. There was nothing I could do. I had no launch pad. I had no glider redeploy. So yeah. Oh, I also want to see glider redeploy go. And I want to see, like, yeah. And LTMs, like, what are they doing? Every LTM they've added is literally just being squads. Is there no such thing as duos? Is there no such thing as solos? Like, I know squads, yeah, but, like, there needs to be other options for people to play duos or solos. Because not everyone's going to have a squad to play these LTMs. You can play with randoms, but, like, how far can you make it with randoms at times? Because, I've played game modes with randoms. It's fun, but then it gets to the point where it's like, why am I even playing with them anymore? Because it gets such a trashy matchmaking that time, and then everyone just splits off, and then everyone just gets picked up one by one, etc. But yeah, enough about that. The driftboard, I feel like the driftboard kind of revived the fun in the game, because it's like one of those items that I completely missed the freeze trap. I wanted to see if I could get frozen on the thing, but I don't think you can, because every time if you're on Loot Lake and your feet are frozen and you jump onto a driftboard, the freeze effect's going off your feet. The driftboard doesn't get frozen, so yeah. But the driftboard's only here for a limited time as well. It's like, hopefully they don't leave it for a limited time. Maybe it was meant to be added just for the winter update, for the winter season. Hopefully it comes back during the next winter season, but I hope it stays, because it's that much of a fun item. Like, it's a pretty fun item. It made having all those amazing eliminations you could get in previous seasons. You can still do it now, but with the driftboard, you can flip upwards and then do stuff like that. I wasn't really paying attention. I just kind of rambled about random stuff. But anyway, this is the end of the video. So you guys did enjoy, please leave a like down below. I really do appreciate the support. I'm gonna beg for it. Leave a comment down below just saying whatever you want, and then subscribe to the channel if you're new. I really appreciate if you did. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.